And now, from our flagship campus in Morgantown, we welcome West Virginia University graduates, families, and guests to our 150th commencement ceremony. In keeping with national physical distancing recommendations during the COVID-19 pandemic, we've created this special virtual ceremony experience to keep our community safe while celebrating an incredible cohort of graduates. Thank you for joining us to share this special event. Today, we honor West Virginia University's 2020 August and December graduates, over 150 years after Marmaduke H. Dent became the university's first graduate and alumnus. No matter what the future holds, in these times, we know it's more important than ever to celebrate the challenges overcome, discoveries made, hard work, and determination of our mountaineers. The graduates watching today have proven themselves over the course of their time at WVU. We cannot wait to see what they accomplish in the bright futures that lie ahead for them. Now, please join us in singing the national anthem as we honor our WVU ROTC students and veterans, young women and men who are committed to serving and safeguarding our nation and the world. We'd also like to recognize and give our thanks to the frontline healthcare providers who continue to work tirelessly during this pandemic. Please welcome WVU Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Marianne Reed.
Good morning. On behalf of West Virginia University's faculty, staff, students, Board of Governors, and administration, I'm pleased to welcome you to our December 2020 virtual Mountaineer Graduation Day. Today is a wonderful day, a day in which we celebrate a milestone achievement in your lives, finishing college or graduate school and moving on to the next chapter. Now, we realize this is not exactly the commencement ceremony that you were planning for, but it will certainly be the commencement you remember. Over the past several years, you have faced and overcome a myriad of challenges. But the COVID-19 pandemic may be the biggest disruption that you have experienced in your lifetime. But you've handled it. You've adjusted to taking courses online. You've figured out how to maintain a social life while social distancing. And you've kept alive your ambition, hopes, and dreams. In short, you have pivoted and adapted. And this says a lot about you and your ability to face the future, whatever comes your way. Please know that your WVU degree has value, and so do you. We have really enjoyed our time with you, and we look forward to seeing where life's journey takes you next. But as excited as you are, and probably a little scared to start that next chapter, be sure to take this moment to stop, take a breath, and appreciate how far you've come. You've earned your success through your hard work, dedication to personal growth, and your mountaineer resiliency. If our current situation has taught me anything, it is that while it's important to plan ahead, it's also important to acknowledge and appreciate the moment you're in as you are experiencing it, because none of us really knows what the future holds. So please take today to savor this moment and know that we couldn't be prouder of you and your success. And know that we will miss you terribly. Good luck, stay safe, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations, Davis College graduate. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. These words from Dr. Seuss's famous book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, are quite fitting for this defining moment of your life, your graduation from West Virginia University. The time has come for you to step out on your own. Do so with confidence. You'll be prepared. You control your own destiny, and the education, training, and discipline you received here will guide you. As you find your way in the world, know that each day will bring new challenges. Life will not always go according to plan. That's okay. How you respond to those challenges will define your success in life. You're going to do well in this world, I know it. And no matter where life's journey takes you, remember you can always come home to WVU and the Davis College. We'll be there to help celebrate your successes and guide you through your challenges. On behalf of the Davis College family, congratulations, graduates, best wishes, and be safe. Oh, the places you will go.
Today's celebration wouldn't be complete without words of inspiration from a legendary innovator and leader. For 11 years, Brad Smith was at the helm of software giant Intuit. As president and CEO, he led Intuit's transformation from a North American desktop software company to a global cloud-based company that offers financial platforms and products such as QuickBooks, TurboTax, and Mint. During his leadership, Intuit's revenue doubled and its stock price increased more than 500%. At the same time, the company focused on core values such as courage, integrity, and giving back, which contributed to it being named one of the best places to work year after year. While Brad stepped down as CEO in 2019, somebody with his energy and drive doesn't just stop. He continues to serve Intuit as the executive chairman of its board of directors and has launched new pursuits of his own. He and his wife Elise established the Wing to Wing Foundation, an organization focused on advancing education and entrepreneurship in regions where individuals and communities are often overlooked. This new venture was born of a desire to pay it forward and to level the playing field for future generations. Brad himself comes from humble origins. This Silicon Valley superstar was actually born and raised in Canova, West Virginia, a small town near Huntington with a population of under 4,000 people and less than 2 square miles in size. He stayed local for his college career and earned his bachelor's degree in marketing from Marshall University. He went on to earn his master's degree in leadership development from Aquinas College in Michigan. But no matter how far he's flown, Brad has never forgotten his roots and the state he calls home in his heart. Brad and Elise continue to give back to West Virginia. With a $10 million gift, they established a scholarship at Marshall University for first-generation West Virginia and Ohio students. A $25 million gift was also made to transform Marshall's College of Business. And just last year, they announced a new business incubator in Huntington, which will serve as a resource space for business innovators and students seeking entrepreneurial guidance and connection to the area's larger business community. You may also recognize Brad's name from a recent WVU news story. Just this fall, Brad and Elise made a transformational $25 million gift to WVU to fund an innovative new program aimed at igniting our state's economy, developing a world-class infrastructure, and expanding outdoor educational opportunities. The newly named Brad and Elise Smith Outdoor Economic Development Collaborative was established with this donation, one of the largest in WVU's history. As President Gee said, this recent gift to the university is one that will help reshape our state's future by reinventing our economy and creating more diverse, inclusive, and purposeful communities in the region. Brad credits his success in large part to those who believed in him, pushed him forward, and lifted him up when he needed it most. He is humble and kind and always willing to open the door for the next in line. And lest I forget, Brad Smith has an honorary doctorate degree from WVU. I am truly honored to introduce the 2020 keynote speaker for your graduation celebration, Dr. Brad Smith.
Thank you, Provost Reed, for your kind introduction. You know, simply introducing me as Brad from Canova, West Virginia would have been more than sufficient. Because when it's all said and done, I'm still that boy from a small hometown who spent the first 22 years of his life looking for a way out, and every day since looking for a way back home. Greetings to the amazing graduating class of 2020, to your friends and family members, to the faculty and board of governors. It is an honor to be invited to speak with you today. 2020 has been an unusual year to say the least, but of all the years I could have been honored to give a commencement address, I honestly would have chosen this one because there's much to celebrate. This year has tested us in ways that will pay significant dividends in the future. But there's no question that the past 12 months have been a challenge. We've endured natural disasters from fires in Australia and the west coast of the United States, floods in Indonesia, earthquakes in Puerto Rico and Turkey, volcanoes in Mexico, Japan, the Philippines, hurricanes along the Gulf Coast. Heck, we've even had a locust infestation. And then came COVID-19, the great pandemic, with a continuing escalation of those who've been infected or passed away, bringing tremendous grief and sadness. Economies have been shut down, jobs and entire businesses have been lost, major events have been postponed or canceled, and we've all had to adjust to a new normal. Shelter in place, face masks, Zoom meetings, social distancing, distance learning, and the year is still not over. In many ways, 2020 has been one of the great amplifiers for some, and yet a great discriminator for others, disproportionately impacting certain demographic groups and geographic regions, exposing the inequity that surrounds us. And yet here we stand. Here you stand, the most blessed and the best prepared class of students in our nation's history. Yes, I said blessed, and I suspect that description may surprise you. After all, aren't you the class that had your school year interrupted, your spring break plans canceled, your commencement ceremony moved to this virtual event, internships postponed, and now you're entering a job market that's navigating this continued disruption and uncertainty? Yes, you are. And it is these things that make you and your peers the most blessed and the best prepared class in our nation's history. That is, if you choose to make it so. Because having lived through these things has instilled in you 3 critical skills that are necessary for succeeding in the 21st century: adaptability, resilience, and purpose. Let me begin with adaptability. To quote Charles Darwin, it is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It's the one that is the most adaptable to change. One of the most sought-after skills in the 21st century is discovery-driven thinking, also known as design thinking. It's the ability to develop scenario plans versus a false precision of predicting the future with a singular plan or approach. It requires developing multiple hypotheses, running rapid experiments, and demonstrating an ability to pivot quickly if something isn't working. It's the secret of success in the Silicon Valley. With COVID-19, you've been living through the greatest application of discovery-driven thinking in the last 100 years. You're blessed. The second in-demand skill is resilience, or more simply stated, grit. Grit is defined as the combination of passion and perseverance in pursuit of your goal. Winston Churchill was right when he famously stated that the definition of success is the ability to go from failure to failure without a loss of enthusiasm. In fact, 90% of all successful startups in Silicon Valley failed on their first idea. Success requires grit, And given what you've lived through in 2020, you've developed unparalleled levels of grit, and you're blessed to have it. Which takes me to the third critical skill, purpose. Mark Twain once said the two most important days in your life are the day that you're born and the day that you discover why. The best time to figure out your purpose or your why is now. In fact, a book that I would recommend everyone read is The Defining Decade, Why Your 20s Matter and How to Make the Most of Them Now by Meg Jay. I hope you'll take the time to pause, read the book if you can, and reflect on the questions that it asks. You'll be amazed by the patterns and insights that will emerge. In addition to having developed these three critical skills, you're also graduating at an exciting time in West Virginia, when a series of game-changing efforts are coming to fruition, like the Virgin Hyperloop, the Outdoor Economic Development Collaborative, a remote worker program, and a heavy emphasis on becoming the startup state, just to name a few. All of these are in service to creating a new chapter, so your generation will no longer feel the need to leave our state to find a job. And West Virginia will no longer hope for companies to move offices here to create jobs. Instead, we're going to take our destiny in our own hands, starting our own companies, recruiting employees from other companies to move here and work remotely in this beautiful state where they can live, work, and play. They'll bring with them their jobs, their talents, their families, their purchasing power, strengthening our communities and our economy, all while investing in our outdoor recreational assets and preserving our natural environment along the way. Which brings me full circle to you. I know the events that have occurred in 2020 stink, but they prepared you with the three most critical skills for succeeding in the 21st century: adaptability, resilience, and purpose. They may feel like disadvantages now, but you'll discover over time that they were indeed blessings, because the strongest steel is forged in the hottest fires. And you are our best and brightest. You are our hope of today and our leaders for tomorrow. You are the dreams of your parents and the result of their love and sacrifice. And you are proud mountaineers, that special individual who goes first, blazing trails instead of following paths. This is your time. Commit to being the change you seek in our state and in our world, and go put your dent in the universe. You were made for this. Congratulations, class of 2020. We all celebrate you.
I'm graduating. Unbelievable, you guys. I have literally been dreaming of this, the moment I set foot into this country and moved to West Virginia to pursue my undergraduate studies. And so this is a dream come true.
The most important lesson that I learned at WVU is to take advantage of every single opportunity that I was given, and every opportunity that I had helped me grow in who I am.
One of my most memorable moments at WVU was the first time I ever did the Let's Go Mountaineers cheer and sang Hail West Virginia at Milan Puskar Stadium. It was for Monday Night Lights, and even better, we got to stand on the field and do the cheer, which has been a dream of mine ever since I was a kid.
The thing that I will miss the most about WVU is definitely going to be pre-COVID game days, because there's nothing more exhilarating than singing Country Roads after a Mountaineer win.
Being a student in the College of Creative Arts has helped me have some of the most memorable performances of my life. In 2016, I was with the Pride in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and the next year I was with the Wind Symphony at Carnegie Hall for our first performance there.
Becoming a mom and also finishing my master's degree is 100% the greatest memory I'm going to have of WVU.
One thing I love most about WU is the relationships that I've built. From my professors who stand by me with encouragement, my classmates, and some of the best friends I've ever had.
And I also love the person I'm becoming. I came here in 2017, like I said, very confused, lost. I knew what I was going to study, I just didn't know what I wanted to be or what I wanted to do. And I feel like this is the whole purpose of university, to help us discover what we want to do. And mission accomplished.
What I'll miss most about WVU is getting to meet people, students and faculty from all over the world.
The friendships that I've made here at WVU are going to be friendships that I hold on to for the rest of my life.
In every single facet of my life at WVU, I met like the best people.
I think I'm going to miss the atmosphere here at WVU the most. The mentality of all Mountaineers being a family has been so important to me for the past 4 years.
What I really love about WVU is the passion that everyone has for WVU itself. Oh my, everywhere you go it's WVU related, which is really good because it shows that the school spirit is always there and will always be there.
I'm just thrilled to be coming from this university to start my life, and I miss it already.
All right, everybody, here we go. Our last time as students at the university. Let's go, Mountaineers!
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 Congratulations, class of 2020. As a fellow student, I understand how challenging this year has been. However, as Mountaineers always do, you all prevailed. You have shown just how resilient, intrepid, and resolute you all are as individuals. No matter your next step, be sure to continue in life with these values in mind. Values that this university has equipped each and every one of you with during your time spent here in Morgantown. In all sincerity, you all are incredibly inspiring people. People like yourself are what make WVU such a special place. So again, congratulations and best of luck, Mountaineers.
Good morning, 2020 Mountaineer graduates, families, and friends. When I spoke to last year's December graduates, I did so via a pre-recorded video as I prepared for hip surgery. After 40 years in higher education, I felt certain that would be the one and only commencement address I delivered remotely. Well, I was wrong. But surely May 2020's video commencement would be the last of its kind. I've decided to leave prognosticating to groundhogs and cable news pundits. I'm so sorry that we cannot gather in person on this most important occasion in your life and our university's life. As you continue traveling toward your dreams in the years ahead, you will understand better than any class before you that the journey can make shocking and unexpected detours. 2020 has gained a reputation as a particularly unpleasant year, throwing at us everything from bitter election battles to the loss of Alex Trebek. While the current global crisis caused by COVID-19 is unprecedented, it reminds us of the many hardships that West Virginia University students have overcome on their paths to graduation, from wars to economic depressions to national tragedies. The class of 2002, which graduated into a world rocked by 9/11, heard from entrepreneur and technology leader Ray Lane about creating positive disruption in perilous times. His keynote speech included a vision of new educational models. All lectures, all books, all research, all teachers available to everyone, everywhere, all the time. Imagine everyone in the world being able to take courses from the best teachers in the world, a sort of virtual university. Yes, just imagine. 60 years earlier, many members of the class of 1942 transitioned directly from college into history's deadliest war. 75 years before that, the very first West Virginia University students arrived on campus only 2 years after Civil War battlefields had fallen still. Our land-grant university emerged from that dark period during which President Abraham Lincoln recognized the unbreakable link between education and human progress. He signed an act that opened the American dream to more people than ever before. Grit and determination have always fueled Mountaineers. That spirit empowered your quest for a degree, and it will sustain you during this difficult time. But as the word commencement implies, your real journey is only now beginning, whether the next step is continuing your education or launching your career. No matter what the world's state, all graduates embark on a similar quest. Life is about finding your purpose and making sure your choices serve that purpose. Is your goal healing the sick? inspiring others with your artistic vision, shattering the status quo with the next high-tech innovation. Whatever path you choose, the education you received at West Virginia University will guide you to ever higher summits. The skills and strengths you honed here will drive you onward. And with your unique passion inspiring you, you will excel, you will achieve success, and you will gain the kind of happiness that lasts along the way. The hopes and goodwill of our one West Virginia University family will always accompany you, and even under these unique circumstances, I would not send you out into this great big world without the benefit of my wisdom. So here we go. In confusing times, sticking to a routine keeps your life under control. So even if you are working remotely, wear different pants every day than the ones you slept in overnight. Follow actor W.C. Fields' admonition to avoid working with children or animals, or at least avoid letting them interrupt your Zoom meetings. Let this period of social distancing remind you how precious human connections are. Instead of returning to normal life when this pandemic is over, build a richer one with less texting and more togetherness. Take comfort in knowing that your graduation will stand out from that of most other mountaineers before and after you. You can bore everyone by talking about it for decades to come. Be glad that you have already learned an important lesson. Life will not always go according to plan, and that is okay. Even if you make a few detours, your inner calling will always lead you to the perfect destination, and you will always, always count this moment among the best things to emerge from this strange and challenging year. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
President Gee, I present to you the candidates for graduation who have fulfilled the degree requirements from the Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Design at West Virginia University.
Caitlin Brooke Adkins, Naharika Alahari, Amani Mana Al-Maneh, Ghazi Alatebi, Keely Brianna Alt, Lauren Marie Amos, Andrew David Arco, Ellen Elizabeth Baker, Jean Marie Baker, Morgan Elizabeth Basie, Branson Chance Beach, Samuel Clark Behringer, Isaac Stephen Bechtel, Quinn Rachel Beeson, Haley Benson, Brianna Nicole Britt, Clinton Davis Calvert, Brian A. Carr, Monica Guadalupe Cartas, Damon Niles Cassidy, Hunter Pierce Clements, Zachary Kraus, Uday Shankur Dada, Jonathan Trevor Day, Brianna Dobrzinski, Tabitha Haley Dyer, Jackson Harold Garris, Jonathan Richard Good, Heather Rachel Griffith, Shelby Nicole Groves, Jennifer Lynn Hart, Paige Elizabeth Hawkins, Jason Patrick Horn, Tess Eva Jansen, Jacob E. Kemner, Bryn Kessinger, Allison Nicole Klinger, Nathaniel Jeremiah Knotts, Casey Marshall Lanier, Lane Elizabeth Lasnick, Garrett Roy Lane, Jeffrey Morgan Lee, Lily Lee, Jessica Elizabeth Lemley, Charlotte Levinson, Catherine Virginia Liss, Lundra Marcu, Nicholas Wade Martin, Skylar Brooke Martin, Gabriela Amor Maza, Elizabeth Mahia, Pablo Esteban Mendoza, Douglas Mugaib, David Henry Nason, Ryan Christopher Newton, Kira Jade Newer, Amanda Nicole Oakes, Nicholas Todd Partington, Ashley Taylor Patterson, Fritz Peterson, Shane Michael Plum, Brooke Elizabeth Reed, Hannah Reinhard, Casey Rhodes, Bailey Elizabeth Roberts, Krista Jade Robinson, Victoria Ann Robinson, Isabella Ann Rosso, Kelsey Diane Shaw, Vanessa Marie Sellers, Ashley Nicole Sergio, Zane Samuel Sine, Elena Levon Smith, Haley Joe Smith, Joshua William Smith, Cody Bryce Solars, Victoria Marie Starsenek, Macy Gail Stockton, Craig Aaron Strasburger, Emmeline Ray Thibodeau, India Nicole Thomas, Lydia Torres, Braden Kyle Van Orsdale, Olivia Vigliotti, Alexander Maxwell Vore, Yuxu Wang, Derek Cole Warren, Rachel Wattick, Hannah Brooke Weatherford, Bregan C. Wright, Eric Lynn Yetter, Zach Franklin William Zakovich, Shirley Zhang, Ali Abbas, Ariel Marcia Ackerman, Bahrea Adami, Victor Alawatamalar Adelanwa, Tao Abigail Ajabadi, Connor Braxton Akers, Ayad A. Alawadi, Latifa Aldaseri, Yara Abdulaziz Al-Sulemi, Christian Kevin Anderson, Shaylin Brooke Anderson, Jonathan Charles Ankenbauer Rule, Emily Ann Bailey, Hunter James Bailey, Kelsey Ann Baker, Pooja Joshua Kumar Barrett Sr., Ashley Taylor Barton, Alexis Noel Blank, Matthew Zane Booth, Noah Lewis Broush, Adriana Marie Broderick, Abigail Rose Bromley, William Baxley Brooke, Sophia Elise Bertner, Hannah Marie Sackerly, Skylar Sanford Clark, Autumn Rachel Klaus, Kylie Grace Koblenz, Samuel Eugene Cookman, Christian Blake Cooper, Joseph Patrick Curry, Ryan Timothy Daly, Catherine Ann Doherty, Cameron Elizabeth Davis, Jobeth M. DeLauder, Brittany Jean Dembski, Erin Lorraine Dowdy, Michelle L. Duval, Zoe Marie Ebert, Marshall Allen Eccleberry, Allison Farley, Amanda Wynne Farmer, Savannah Jacqueline Featherstone, Chance Aaron Feemster, Morgan Kate Fisher, Jared Tyler Foreman, Antoinette May Fox, Isabella Gizzy Fanya, Michaela Gavigan, Zachary Michael Gagakis, Ashley Marie Gonzalez, Brian Russell Gordon, Laura Danielle Graham, Joseph Michael Gray, Sahara Rose Monet Griffith, Catherine Ann Hamilton, Justin Ray Harless, Carolyn Elizabeth Harms, Scott Harrison, Allison Hauer, Michael Dustin Hayes, Robin Janine Heller, Shannon Mary Hickman, Emily Ann Heilman, Liv Goodall Hoffman, Rachel Catherine Honerlaw, Julia Aaron Hunt, Mackenzie J. Hupp, Alicia Rose Jackson, Brody Gage Jackson, Ryan Christopher Jacobs, Lauren Janowich, Adam Thomas Jones, Allison Jones, Jessica Elizabeth Kaplan, Zachary Thomas Keeler, Mackenzie Catherine Kelly, Ralston Carlisle Kennedy, Jawan Kim, Joseph Andrew Kimmett, Mark Gabriel Klingler, Devon Rosemary Kohler, Melanie Edward Kolomajay, Mackenzie Yale Kopko, Charlotte Carmen Quofi, Adam Christopher Lambert, Emily Jean Lane, Carly D. Lape, Landed David Lemons, Kyle Patrick Leshen, Angela May Liller, Emily Grace Loudon, Eric Lee Margino, Brianna Michelle Marin, Natalie Marie Mastroianni, Mark Arnold Mach, Kyle J. Matt, Matthew Duane Most, Stephen Gatenya Mabaka, William Robert McCauley, Kiana Louise McCutcheon, Jada Feuding Melton, E. Ava Melzak, Rachel L. Michaels, Nicolette Haley Miller, Matthew Douglas Molina, Alice Noel Morgan, Dominic Ronald Nusurino, Ginger Rosalind Nutter, Laurencia Baba Oke, Jesse Amelia Pennell, William Henry Pence IV, Tyler Cole Petrucci, Harrison R. Plunkett, Derek Rader, Gabrielle Elise Rayfield, Sydney Page Reed, Megan Lucille Reese, Chase William Richmond, Catherine Olivia Riddle, David Riley, Kayla Tierra Roberts, Rebecca Elizabeth Rose, Jared Rosensteel, Patrick Robert Raup, Alexa Ann Rudisil, Brennan Paxton Russ, Joseph Nicholas Savard, Markea Joleel Sawyer, Hannah Marie Sabors, Allison Marie Shaby, Carolyn Carlson Schamberger, Hope Christine Schindel, Haley Short, Jacob Michael Schuff, Rohit Singh, Levi Eric Sisler, Daniel Donald Stass, Emily Ann Stauffer, Rebecca Brianne Stearns, Cassandra May Stewart, Dion Rochelle Strange Jr., Kyle Christian Timmerman, Brad Philip Trexler Jr., Tyler Mitchell Turner, Carly Renee Usolino, Matthew Ryan Walker, Hannah Walls, Abigail Page Waugh, Shelby Ray West, William Preston Whitaker, Haley Elizabeth Wilburn, Haley Wilkin, David Michael Wilkins, Caitlin Wilson, Misty Dawn Wilson, Dustin Edward Wishner, Grace Rosina Marie Wolpert, Cody Maxwell Woodring, Autumn LeRae Rotney, Andrea Marie Yoho, Abigail Page Zeitler. Congratulations to the graduates from the Davis College of Agriculture, Natural Resources, and Design.
So graduates, please rise. By virtue of the authority vested in me by West Virginia University's Board of Governors, I hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended with all the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. As West Virginia University's newest graduates, bachelors may move your tassels to the left side of your cap as a symbol of your achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our newest graduates.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday, Lord, yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Down country roads, take me home. Down country roads.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. Always remember, this is your home among the hills. And no matter how far you roam, once a mountaineer, always a mountaineer. We cannot wait to welcome you back to campus soon as official alumni of West Virginia University. Feel free to share your own version of the beloved Take Me Home Country Road song via social media. Be sure to tag it with the hashtag WVUGrad.